Bro, night. About to get it still, fuck it, why not? Oh, who knows? Here we go. Oh, it feels good in here. I'm not sure if I said this already, but Austin Treadwell, the only cool physical therapist. There you go. We quickly get in it now. I only got like, not gonna lie, like 5 minutes of this, maybe 10 minutes of this. I'm not trying to overdo it tonight. It's late. It's midnight as we're speaking, so we're not gonna overdo it at all. Jesus. Very interesting week. MLK Day. Shout out to MLK. Shout out to his family.
So, shout out to his family.
It's the American dream. I have a dream.
Happy George Floyd. Shout out to his family. Monkey a bar. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna be quick in here today. I really do not have a full workout in me. I just did a good workout, so we're gonna try. Yeah, got a good 60. We'll just talk briefly, but let me also measure my circumference real quick. Okay, I think that I may have taken my tape measure somewhere. Probably like in my car, to be totally fair, but either my car, my apartment. Maybe I don't think I've used it on a patient recently. Maybe I just, you know, took it somewhere and measure myself. So measurement tomorrow. Quickly though, we'll just do this. Goes a quick look though, let's see it. Okay, see too low. Here, I'll adjust. Actually, it's even better. I mean, bro. I mean, it doesn't look like 1-to-1, but like, you know what's funny? No, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Now if they're just the same size. It's funny though. Let me adjust this. Let's see. People really never really notice that my calves are different sizes unless I mention it, is what I'm realizing. Even before I started doing this, of course, I've only recently started doing this. But I don't know, I've dated girls and like, oh, I didn't notice until I mentioned it. When I was in MMA, I'd be like, yeah, still sort of getting stronger on this side. People were like, oh, I didn't notice you had a size discrepancy. It's one of those things, maybe I'm overthinking it myself, you know what I mean? One of those, maybe I think it's worse than it is. But it's not like it's not noticeable. It's not like it's just like, it's not there. Honestly, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do 4 sets of 15 single leg calf raises from dorsal flex with the 35, and then might do I might just do 1 set of maybe 15 or maybe 3 sets of 5 for the step overs. We'll see. But I want to be less than like 15 minutes. I really am exhausted. We'll talk briefly, but here we go. That was really smooth, really easy. Yeah, as stupid as it sounds, the tape measure, I think it has to be in my car at this point. I can't find that motherfucker anywhere, dog. But at the same time, I know for a fact I haven't measured anyone. So it would have had to be me bringing it somewhere absentmindedly. But yeah, full day. I had patients this morning. I had patients till like 3 today, and then little break, and then I went to do the coaching the youth sports MLK Day too. So they had energy. They had energy. One thing to say as well. Crazy times in Minneapolis. I've got time off Friday, so I may try to just get out there and support if I can a little bit, but also I'm not the guy who's like overly like political activist, even though maybe I should be, right? This is one of those things. We'll do this real quick. Almost like a Civil War vibe. It's interesting. That's 30. What's that? 50? I don't know. Whatever. We're just gonna call it. What's that say? To the point, the ice stuff going on in Minneapolis. Very strange. And it's not just affecting. I don't even know what I was gonna say there. It's affecting everyone. It's really affecting everything. Like, these are not regular guys. These are weird, oddball, like hot-headed guys, and they're just posting it up in weird places. What's frustrating me is it's, of course, I'm doing youth soccer coaching. It's affecting the kids, right? The kids are like, "Oh, you hear about ice?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, of course." And they're moving our games last minute because it's like, oh, the political climate. We've got kids that don't really want to show up. They're worried about showing up to practice, and the parents are worried about showing up to practice because the fucking ice shit's going on. It's like, oh god, like, it's hard to rationalize. It feels silly as fuck. Maybe I'm clueless in this regard, but Minneapolis doesn't feel like the place where you sneak over the border and you know what I mean? Maybe I'm clueless, right? But it feels like right over the border. You know what I mean? Maybe I would understand it. But you don't send the untrained like losers to to rally things. You know what I mean? You don't send the fucking untrained morons who've never done anything worthwhile and let them be in charge. You know, silly man. Let's do some reps. Bro, that thing looks good. Oh my lord. I wish I could measure for y'all. I think it's that post-workout pump though. So I think what we'll do tomorrow, which I should have, or it's Tuesday. Yeah, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to finish work, come in, do my workout. Honestly, I could do this workout. I didn't go to the gym, but probably start here. Honestly, show y'all around, measure. Tomorrow will be the day. Today's not the day. Actually, technically, today is the day. It's 12 of fucking 11 in the morning. Today is the day, but I guess we're doing a 2-for-1. But yeah, to the ice stuff, insane. It's absolute insanity. Total mess. But luckily, people are generally being reasonable about it. You don't really meet anybody who's like, "Oh, yo, shout out to us." You know what I mean? Like, generally low opinion of. Actually, I say generally. I've yet to meet anyone who had anything positive to say about this ice situation, so it's just very strange. Oh, here's what I was gonna say. Civil War vibe in a way. World War II vibe in a way, right? Where it's like, you know, life still goes on, strangely enough. Like, I guess it's always still going on, but you'll read in history books where they're like, oh, yeah, they were persecuting the Jews, but people were still just like going about their day. And it's like, whoa, now I'm the guy who's just going about his fucking day, where it's like, I mean, ideally I could, you know, support in some way, but I still gotta pay bills and like rent and shit. So interesting times. But yeah, I do want my Somali, Hispanic, Latino brothers and sisters, Hmong brothers and sisters, to know that I support them, and I think this ice shit is crazy as fuck. And I'd like to see an ice guy smacked in his mouth at some point. yeah, honestly, honest opinion, or it's just like, what in the fuck are these oddballs doing here? Anywho, interesting times. And yeah, one more set of these. I'm gonna show y'all what I've been doing workout wise right here. Honestly, good stuff, man. I feel like I'm in a groove now where I try not to overdo it, overthink it. And I think it's paying off. As crazy as it sounds, that like, okay, have I just been bullshitting this whole time? Honestly, yes, I've not like committed to it in any crazy way. I've been treating it like it's just regular, and I've maybe been missing out on some gains because of it. You know, I've been treating it like, oh, nothing's wrong. And in a sense, right? But definitely you can see the size difference. So yeah, lately it's been much better in the sense that my approach is better, consistently working it. I really don't take a break unless I feel like, oh, this shit is not feeling good. Smart. Every time I'm working out, I'm getting close to failure, right? I want to know how many reps to failure, if any, how many reps in reserve. Ideally, no reps in reserve. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really trying to overdo it. Reminds me of my days in undergrad when I first got really big. I took every set to failure. I wanted to feel it the next day, and that's sort of the approach now. I'm sort of I think I've said this before, I'm sort of an old-fashioned lifter where I just go till I feel it. I'm not picking up some fucking light butterfly weight and going 3 sets of 10. Like, if I can get fucking 16, 17, 25, you know what I mean? Like, that's in the case maybe I should change the weight. But yeah, if I pick up a weight and it's like, that's the way I've got, and we gotta go, I'm gonna go till it is calling me a little bit. I want that stimulus. I want to be able to say, yeah, I've got my max amount of fibers activated and made them all work, and I've stimulated those muscles appropriately, those fibers appropriately for hypertrophy to set in. It's interesting. Before I do my last set, I'm not gonna do the step overs. For my last set, I've been watching like a lot of TikToks, and you'll see guys talk about like, oh, I know how to. This is how you build muscle, and I don't know. It's funny. I feel like people take like weird stances on things. You could probably do a million variations of the same exercise with, you know, a million different ideologies and still see results. I always think about that, where guys like, oh, you're an idiot if you think you need to do 3 sets of 10 or some shit. It's like, bro, how are you an idiot? I mean, it's worked for millions of people, and if you got 3 good sets and 10 gets you to failure or close to failure, you're definitely gonna see results. So I don't know, I feel like there's maybe too many, like, not ultimatums, maybe that's not the word, but there's too many people who are like, it's gotta be purely this. There's so many people in fitness that feel like it's either this way or no way. This is the only smart way. A lot of like pseudo intellectuals in fitness. So funny. I guess I'm really out there. So funny. That was 15 for sure. As difficult as that was, now I'm not totally sure that I actually did 15 for those last couple. I had to go back and count, but that was a challenge. I'm not going to see. Hey. Tomorrow. I think this will be a cool week, though. I think this is a very interesting week. And it's shaping up to be a very interesting week, I should say. So far, it's been pretty mundane. for me at least. But yeah, I mean, tensions are high. People are definitely noticing this ice shit. So I realize this is like a big historical moment. You know what I mean? Like where it's just really happening. So yeah, thought I should address it. I mean, it just feels strange to start a vlog and live in Minneapolis and but, oh, everything's fine, because it's not. You could definitely feel the tension. And like I said, I mean, my life is interesting. I'm in people's homes and I work with kids in a sense. Like I do the youth soccer coaching, so people are on edge a little bit about it, and then kids are like, oh, did you hear about this? And it's like, what the fuck? So, you know, strange times. That being said, I think we'll make it through. I mean, I always think like that. It's like, shit's happened. You know what I mean? Not to fucking dismiss it, but hey, I think we're pretty resilient in general. It's rough, it's sad, it's strange. People are working hard to correct what's being wrong, correct the wrongs of this administration and this ice shit that's going on. And for that reason, I think we'll be alright. And everyone I've talked to about the situation is very firmly of the opinion that this shit should be a wrap. That being said, I don't know. I guess I surround myself with pretty good people. I meet good people. I feel I'm talking about this too much now. I saw a video about one ice guy was like a church pastor. They went to protest at the church, and so strange. It's so strange. I think it's amazing that you could say, oh yeah, I'm like a man of faith and like I love my neighbor and all this shit, and then also be like weirdo family ruiner, family destroyer. You can't be here, you're not welcome here. Shooting people in the fucking head. You're crazy. How are you getting that off? But, you know, they're getting it off. Anyway. Good workout, good little... Bro, I wish you saw my Planet Fitness workout. I mean, I usually go pretty hard in there. Fellow DPT, the only cool physical therapist.
That's facts.
I get it. Honestly, this might be a short one too. 2 shorts in a row. Better than me not doing anything though. I fucking busted my ass. It's fucking icy and snowy. Of course, Minnesota. I was leaving a patient's house. Icy ass fucking, I don't know, walked off the curb to like the road to get to my car. Fucking slipped fucking in the air. My fucking dogs fly off like a cartoon character. So I sort of hurt my shoulder, sort of hurt my heel. I was already moving a little slow, like I was already like tired today. But yeah, that took a little bit of energy out of me. Otherwise, a very productive day. I'm not gonna lie. Treated. Added some cool shit on our website. Working on still adding some shit to my website. We'll do. I'm gonna try to get this workout done quick. Maybe just a quick 60-30-10. A real one today, and then show you around the clinic. It's nice and warm in here today. But bro, heel is doing me. It's not really the shoulder. I think the shoulder was already a little sore from the lifts I've been doing lately. But the fucking heel smacked against the ground. I actually wish you could see it. I'm gonna try to do like some sort of like rendition, like an image, like just so you know. Literally, I wouldn't say I was like horizontal, but literally, both shoes fly off like a fucking idiot. And part of that is I just don't really tie. I don't really tie these motherfuckers that, that loose ass knot, and then I don't sit from. Anywho, I couldn't find my Blue Jay. My Blue Jay tape measure, but I had this one, of course, at home. So look at that real quick. Like I said, 63 cents, 60 is so easy to get single leg. We'll get a measure. This is maybe more of a true measurement. Yesterday I had the pump. Today, no pump. It's just, here's what it is. So let's see if I can give you all a good angle. What time is it? 86 now? 8:46. Anywho, I'll write this down too. I didn't write a notebook. We went like 6 centimeters down from the tibial tube. For reference, 6 centimeters down. And we're gonna be at 90 degrees. Just about. I bought that. Oh, it just feels thicker. I'm not gonna lie, it just feels thicker. It's really not much different. It's like, it's just under 40. I would say 39 point, I don't know. It's hard to say. Let me do it one more time. Because it was initially like, what, 39.5 or something like that? 38 maybe? I'm working it for sure. It's just, let me see. Oh, 6 centimeters down. I don't know if it's even been pure 6 centimeters I've done. And I don't know if I've been consistent with like my exact measure. Because, there's the positioning before. I always wonder if it matches the same. Okay, but here we go. We're gonna do it again. Actually, even less this time. It feels like even less this time. I got 39 flat this time. See it 39 flat. Working, but like not like working, right? Working a little bit. Let's get started. I'm bullshitting. We'll do this. We're gonna do it. I'm really tired. I'll show you around the clinic a little bit. I've got some cool shit working on. I've been doing like HEPs heavy. I think I mentioned this last video. I started doing them maybe a year ago. And now I feel like I've got like a cool system where I can just get them done quickly. And if you're a PT or OT or anyone in that realm, student, even a doctor, MD, it's a doctor, anyone who potentially would make an exercise program, that some of our shit has been sort of whack. Like, just in general, like, I'm not a huge MedBridge guy. I don't want to pay for it. I think technically I can get it with my PRN job, but, okay. I haven't used it. And what's the other one? HP Go had their little debacle where like they got hacked or something and like nothing worked. So I figure, why the fuck am I plugging HP to Go? Why the fuck am I plugging MedBridge? Right? I'm gonna plug myself Treadwell DPT.
The only cool physical therapist.
Hey, let's see that. It's easy. Doing alright. 15 was pretty smooth. I feel like I definitely feel it. 15 is probably the most I could get consistently. Cause like that is a good little load for sure. Good little volume. But yeah, man, just plugging along. Honestly, We got about 10 minutes of recording right now. We'll just do a flat 30. I might just do, we'll see what I get exactly. I want to do a 60-30-10, single leg, double leg, then step over. But, you know, play it by ear. Gonna go to McDonald's after this. Oh, McDonald's, I'm not gonna lie. I'll do the little look around after workout just because I don't want to have to like get the camera back in the perfect position again. You know what I mean? Not quite the recording system. We've got just a little like camera stand or phone stand or whatever. Almost selfie stick-esque. Funny enough, I don't know if you can see it. There's like a little discoloration here, my nose. But when I was first like started to do like this type of stuff, I whacked myself in the nose with this thing. I'll show it to you, I guess, in a little bit. And it left this fucking bruise like across the top of my nose. And I definitely don't think it went over well with the ladies. 15 easy as fuck. Yeah, we're gonna do 30 regardless. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get through our 60-30-10. We got 15 more of these. We got 30 of the double leg. We're gonna do that. Then I'll show you all around. Then I'll just do it until we get 30. Fuck it. That's how I'm feeling. Honestly, I don't see why I would do 3 workouts. Or I say 7 workouts, right? For this video. An hour video, who the fuck's watching that? That's how I feel. Like, thinking from y'all's perspective, right? An hour video, what the fuck? So I think maybe just one workout, and it'll help me just like stay on schedule with the anatomy videos. So yeah, hey, that's reasonable. Three workouts, put in this video, put in the vlog, then this. I was thinking of doing like another type of video where I do like the AGPs. I've been doing the AGPs like I mentioned. Upload them to my website. I'm still doing that right now actually. But it's like that would be an interesting watch. Maybe I just talk about it. Oh, tomorrow. There's a whole nother thing too. So combination of things, right? Where I've got the Ask PT thing on my website where people ask me questions. I'm gonna answer a few questions. Not today. There's no way. But tomorrow, maybe. That's what I'll do. So, good workout tomorrow or the next day. Whenever I feel like I can get a really good workout. Which I think should be tomorrow. If I'm feeling good. Answer a few questions. Maybe I've been doing like, I've been talking to people about like potentially doing like free like recorded treatments pro bono. Potentially might have someone come in with like a broken arm at some point, so it'd be cool just to get a real treatment and like a full treatment as a PT, right? Or a little behind the scenes. I mean, I feel people have like a weird perception of what PT looks like. I guess I'm an old-fashioned PT. All the PTs that worked with they were like, number one, you've got to make sure the patient comes in, you know, so they come in with a 8 out of 10 pain, make sure they leave with a 6, make sure they leave with a 7. You know what I mean? So just things like that where I'll be the last one to overwork you, right? Unless your goals are purely function. If you are coming in post-surgery, ton of pain, what are the 5 phases of rehab? Number 1, reduce pain and swelling. Number 2, maximize pain and range of motion. Number 3, strength. Number 4, proprioception and sports-specific activities. Number 5, transport, right? So I'm not sure if that's like a real thing, but that's another thing I was taught. I work with athletic trainers. So those are my like guiding thoughts. I don't want to rush any of the phases. I look at everyone like an athlete in that sense. Last 15. Quick 60, I'm gonna do by 30. We're doing really good on time. The post-workout pump is amazing. It's like the greatest, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things, like, just being able to see it and quantify it. I'm looking at it, looking down, my leg just looks thick, and it feels thick, it feels muscular. So this summer, I'm gonna start doing calf raises before I get my shorts on. That's the thought. But like I said, no one really, I realized no one really notices. No one gives a fuck. Who cares, right? But no, I care. Let's get double. Hey, if there's one thing you can't say about me is I got a small neck. Like I got fucking eat meat for real. Hey, pause. But yeah, I mean, meaty neck for sure. Honestly, you know what's funny? Just me being that exercise guy. This is gonna sound crazy. Based off the size of a guy's neck, sort of speaks to how likely I am to listen to him about like fitness stuff, exercise and stuff. If a guy's talking with me, he's got the fucking pencil neck, bro. Save it. After I listen, I was just like, okay, prove it, do it. You know what I mean? You do the exercise. Not that you've got to be like super fit to give fitness advice or rehab advice or like exercise specific stuff. You know what I mean? But bro, live it. I mean, just pick up heavy. It's not like you have to really commit yourself to it. Just pick up some heavy shit and put on some muscle, right? So that's funny. Hey, quick plug. What was my last video? I believe it was extensor pulse brevis. Video up now. Extensor pulse brevis video up now. Right there. Hey, editing. Hey, here, one more time. Extend the thumb. That's a MCP joint. Right? Video right here. Hey, take a look at this. Post-workout pump. So, you see that? Come on, two calves. They look similar-ish. And then 6 centimeters down. Two. I don't know, I think I'm being a little generous with the placement here. 6. It's about the thickest point-ish. Who am I here? Who's even here? Hearing a lot of noise up there. Here we go, whatever. Bro. And look, maybe I'm a fuck up when it comes to measurements. 41 centimeters. Hey, do a little something, man. Like I said, we max out early, and then by the end of the year, it's like, hey, now I'm gonna do dunking. I'm gonna try to dunk again. We're gonna get that spring back in that motherfucker. Hey, we did our step overs. Let's quickly look around. Okay, got distracted, but here it is quickly. What? Okay, got distracted, but here it is real quick. Where we were just at. The camera holder, whatever. Some stuff over here. Little weights, I don't use a ton of shit. Clock, little cat. Where I was just working. Little table. They've got like forms of like HEPs and shit. Tins unit. Move my shit. Yeah, towels and shit. I got towels in the closet as well that I need to wash. But yeah, all the little shit in here. Stim unit for the needles. Needles, of course, there as well. Got these little, like, I don't know, like dental things you put in your mouth. Like when I'm needling somebody's jaw and it's like smacking, like, I needle somebody's jaw and then I'll put the stem on it. If I do that to someone, I want them to have that for their teeth a little bit. They do want that motor response. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, relatively, nothing crazy, I guess, right? A little rug that's always cool as fuck. That was maybe one of the first things I bought because I was like, I wanted to look cool as fuck in here. It's a cool touch. I don't think it's like anything super special. Table, really nice table too. Like good views and shit, whatever. I like it. I used to think the table would be super expensive, but it wasn't anything crazy. Little mirror so you can see yourself. Heater because it gets cold in here. It's fucking Minnesota. But that's it. So yeah, pretty cool, I think. Nice little personal space, do my own thing. I do like a concierge model anyway, so in and out, sort of go where I want to go. Here sometimes, other places other times, so like a home base. So yeah, I think it's really cool. Anywho, good workout today, smooth. Next one. Charlie DPT, the only cool physical therapist. What a week. Been slacking a little bit. One of those cold winter weeks. Minneapolis, Minnesota, a lot going on. Bro, just one of those weeks. One of those, like, you feel the cold for sure. Trying times, very trying times. But you know what they say? The sun always rises in the morning. The snow always melts in the spring. Before even we get into anything else, fuck AIDS, fuck cancer. That's how we're feeling. But hey, man, let's get into this. Let's stick to the subject. But bro, crazy. Got the laptop out. We're gonna answer a few questions. It's probably gonna be a shorter vlog. I'm not really keeping good track of time. Like I said, I've been slacking a little bit. Just so much going on. But yeah, gonna stay PT, gonna stay anatomy. But yeah, crazy times. Got a cool thing on my website called Ask a Physical Therapist. I've got a lot of questions. I've not really answered them. Probably gonna email respond to a lot of these, but I'll throw them up here somewhere. And you'll see the question and we'll just answer them in real time. We're just gonna skip through a little bit. Answer some questions. We're gonna do our calf stuff. I guess I should measure my calf too. I'll measure at the end of the workout. I've not been working super hard lately. I've been doing my bullshit. Let me look and see if I've got my measure tape before even anything else. But yeah, it might be unimpressive today. But yeah, quickly gonna do our workout. No more than 30 minutes in here. Maybe 60 reps. I might go. So I'm going to the gym after this as well. So we'll see. We'll see. You got a few though. Let's see. Some of these are really like thorough and like well written. Some of these are just like text messages. So first one we got is from Walter. This is actually, some of these are like old. So sorry if I've not gotten to you yet. Yeah, some of these are a little older. Walter. Walter says, I have hip pain. It came on suddenly. Anyway, when I go for a walk, the pain goes away after about 10 or so minutes. When I stop walking, the pain and stiffness will return. It's worse in the morning. Turning that the pain goes away when I walk. It's okay to walk and do other exercise. To answer that question, 100%. Always good to stay active, I would say. If it doesn't hurt unbearably, probably better to be moving, be active. Motion is lotion, is what they say. Not to, what's the term? Not to profile based off of the name. I hear Walter, I think older gentleman. Hip pain. I'm seeing hip pain. I'm seeing morning stiffness, worse in the morning. Being active sort of relieves the pain. My thought is OA. That's my first thought. Probably what I would treat for in the clinic is that hip OA. Pretty common in older people. And the morning stiffness to me is the biggest indication, to be totally fair. Always interesting, imaging wise, a lot of people probably have that wear and tear. I think maybe the thought more recently is that it's more of a all-encompassing biopsychosocial type pathology linked to like metabolic stuff, linked to depression, catastrophizing, the weather. Even people say the weather changes, I feel it. Maybe like there's so much that could play a role in it because it is biopsychosocial. But yeah, as you get older, there is maybe a little less cushion there, so to speak, less fluid, a bit more stiffness. Normal, or not, normal is maybe not the perfect word, but yeah, I'd say not abnormal in the sense that a lot of older people have that morning stiffness, that morning pain. Best bet is to be active and get some of that fluid going, that synovial fluid, get everything loosened up. And like I said, motion is lotion. Really good question. Keep walking, keep working out. Maybe put a little heat on it here and there. More blood flow, more fluid, more motion, more lotion, right? Good question, Walter. Shout out to Walter. Shout out to Walter. Let me see, we've got another one. We'll dig through a little bit. Another older one, but like I said, I want to try to get some of these old ones out of the way. Someone named CB. And CB says, if I lift up my knee and then try to extend my leg, wait. If I lift up my knee and then try to extend my leg, but I can't straighten it out. Okay, if I lift up my knee, try to extend my leg, can't straighten it out, what is limiting my ability to do that? First thought, and this is not me trying to rush through this, is hamstring tightness. I'll show you guys. Give it a little space. So of course our hamstrings, this muscle group back here, they bend the knee and they extend at the hip. So extend at the hip, got a little cavitation, and then bend the knee. To stretch the hamstrings, you would flex at the hip and then strain the knee. That to me is already really tight. I mean, just getting there is tight, but we know our generic hamstring stretch, just that straight down. You are getting into that lengthened hamstring position when you raise your knee up and try to straighten it out. I can't go all the way straight with that either, to be totally fair. Let's see if my balance is good. See, my first and major thought is hamstring length. So maybe stretch it. I'd be curious to know more about the history. Not a lot can be gleaned from this name, CB. I don't know if it's like an older person. I don't really have a ton of history here. But yeah, maybe stretch your hamstrings. Could be maybe some, so I also think maybe like neural tension, but we're not hearing anything about like numbness, tingling. Be curious to see what it looks like with the ankle positioning. Otherwise, so I think we just look at some good hamstring stretches. So good question, CB. What's limiting your ability? Hamstrings. That almost feels like, almost feels like a homework question. Hopefully I helped you with your homework if that's if that's what you're doing. It almost feels like a general like school like homework question, anatomy, you know what I mean? So well, I may be late in responding to you. When was that sent? That was sent, oh, not super long ago, January 13th. It's the 28th today. Hey, maybe that, no, you're probably, if that was a homework question, I probably fucked you over by replying so late, but hey, we got it. We got another one. This one's really long, from Jake, and it says, hey, Dr. Treadwell. Generally speaking, we're all being cool, cordial, we're all comfortable. Austin. Quick aside, and he says, big fan of your YouTube. Thank you, sir. I'm a 20-year-old exercise science major and lift pretty consistently. Mostly squat, bench, deadlift, 4 to 5 times a week. That's a lot, but I guess, you know, do what you gotta do. Been dealing with, I say that's a lot. I think I did the same thing when I was that age, to be totally fair. Been dealing with on and off shoulder pain for a while now, mostly during pressing and sometimes after upper days. Okay, interesting. Sometimes after upper days, so after upper days, it's interesting. None of that extreme serious injury, but deaf enough to mess with my training. That's interesting. I hear a lot of mixed stuff. People say push through it and it'll go away by itself. Some say stop everything, some say it's mobility, some say it's weakness. IDK. What do you think? I generally feel good, but I don't know. How do you know when something's normal? Soreness or muscle adaptation? Okay, fancy. Or something I should see if you for. Good question, Jake. Really good question. Very detailed question. And I appreciate the love. Let's go through that last bit, because you will hear a lot of things. You will hear a lot of people's advice, and it'll be all over the place. I try not to speak in absolutes. Push through it and it'll go away by itself. Maybe time is usually the biggest predictor of recovery, right? Of healing. Like you take some time off, or even if you push through it, rather. Odds are one day wake up and you say, oh, my shoulder doesn't hurt anymore. I didn't even realize that my shoulder pain has gone away. That's a thought. So sometimes push through it. Yeah, I think if it's the same way you think maybe it's not that serious. If it's not that serious and you push through it, probably will go away. You're a young, healthy guy, from what I understand. So worth a look, worth a try. Sometimes stop everything. I would say that's usually not the best bet. Dial it back, sure, but stop everything to me is generally not the best bet. You'll lose a lot of your gains, number one. But yeah, I don't, if it's like a very serious injury, which just here it doesn't seem like it is, you're probably better suited by just shifting your approach, right? It's interesting, I always say exercise for rehab is different from exercise for fitness. So maybe we shift more into the exercise rehab role, and we don't overdo the deadlifts and the squats and the bench, but we do more of like we go to the cables and we do something light with the cables. Maybe we go light dumbbell to start off or warm up with or finish off with, or maybe that be your whole thing, you know what I mean? So maybe don't stop, but adjust. Maybe there is room for an adjustment. Push through it, some of this, everything. So say it's mobility. Mobility, that's a possibility. I'd be interested in history. If you think it's mobility, maybe like you're a athlete, overhead sport athlete, basketball, baseball, right? Volleyball, lacrosse, tennis, pickleball, whatever. It could be that maybe you've worked a lot of muscles and you've got some limitations in other directions because the other muscles are underdeveloped or the capsule hasn't really been challenged that other way. So mobility could be, I'd be interested to hear more. And possible, I mean, very possible, very much likely. I'd be interested to see more, like I said. Some say it's weakness. Again, possible. I generally won't think weakness if it's like someone in your, what's the term? Someone of your background, of your profile, right? 20 years old, clearly very active, worked pretty hard in the gym. I wouldn't think weakness at all. So mobility, maybe some sort of nagging injury. Maybe we just gotta change our approach a little bit. But yeah, very good question. What do you think? Yeah, looking to mobility a little bit, definitely see what feels comfortable. Maybe do a few lighter movements with bands, cables, or dumbbells, light dumbbells. but don't stop working, keep working. But yeah, just change your approach, change your frequency, intensity, volume, all that good stuff. And to your point about time, I think with time it'll resolve. Doesn't really feel good, but I think that answers that pretty well. Oh, how do you know when something's normal soreness or muscle adaptation versus something that's see a PT for? It's interesting. Soreness, delayed onset muscle soreness, I would say is normal, with maybe a change in intensity or volume or frequency. And then maybe just for those next couple of days, maybe it could come on next day, maybe next couple of days. It wouldn't last very long, in theory, if you've not done any serious damage. So I would say maybe like a 3-day window for it to come on. I would think if it's lasting more than 2 weeks, even a week, I'd have to look at the numbers specifically on this. But yeah, more than a couple of days, I think, is too much, right? So yeah, it may come on in about 3 days at the most. But maybe it comes on in 3 days, but shouldn't be around for more than a couple of days. So that's what I would say for, is it muscle soreness or muscle adaptation? That's an interesting tie-in. I wonder what we mean by muscle adaptation. We'll talk about hypertrophy. What's the stimulus to initiate hypertrophy? And you want to get that full activation. You want all those fibers activated. You want to feel like you're at failure, close to failure, and that's when you know you've got the appropriate stimulus for hypertrophy. As far as adaptation, what other adaptation would we be looking for? Maybe like neural, but that'd be sort of quick. So neural would be the first adaptation, then the hypertrophy would come after, more work. But yeah, I think beyond that, maybe we're just thinking about soreness. So yeah, but very interesting question. And like I said, feel free to reach out and elaborate on what you mean by adaptation. But yeah, I think that's really good stuff for sure. Really good to like use those more clinical terms for sure. But yeah, my thoughts are the neural adaptation would be pretty quick, and then the hypertrophy would be over time. You would know with the stimulus. Your stimulus is the main factor. Are you providing enough stimulus for hypertrophy? I think you should see a PT for it. I think I maybe alluded to it. Soreness wouldn't be more than a couple of days. If you've had a pain for a week, 2 weeks, that's about when I would say go see somebody. If it's affecting your sleep, super swollen up, those type of things. It's funny though, being a PT, it sounds crazy. I've not seen a doctor in a while. It has to get bad for me. I feel like I take pretty good care of my health. Maybe that's not the best advice, but just be aware of what's going on with your body, and I think you'll always know when something's dramatically different or very limiting, right? But yeah, I think that answers that question. Really good question, really full, thorough question. We'll call it there. I feel like I spent a lot of time doing that. We're gonna try to get a quick 60, 30, 10, maybe just 60. And then it's maybe just 60 of the single leg calf raises, and I wanna measure. And yeah, we'll do that. The tone in my calf does feel pretty good, like better than before. Not to say that it's like a dramatic difference, but you know, I think if you've been working out with any consistency, you will see the difference in tone. Period. 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 Okay, here we go. By the way, you can't probably tell, maybe you can't tell, I increased the incline a little bit. I figured it was time. I figured it was time. Okay. I did 17. What I've been doing, I've not been working out super heavy. I mean, I guess it's not even been that long. I'll put my workouts here in some form or fashion. Maybe I'll make it look good for y'all. You tell me. But what I've been doing, if I can't get to the gym, like I said, cold, a lot going on. I can't stress that enough. In the city and in just my personal life, right? So taking it easy-ish. I'm doing like a cool project with like a cool tech company that's, I guess I just recently started, but I feel like it's going together pretty well. Busy with work, but what I was gonna say, what I've been doing is just like I've got like a shoe. It's almost like a slide, a slipper, but it's got like this thick, I guess insole is the word. Not even that. It's sort of almost a platform type shoe. Got a notification. Shout out to Luna. Platform type shoe. I want to say it's like 1 inch, 2 inches. Sorry around girls, you know. I'm not wearing those out, I don't think. They just sort of look stupid as fuck. But yeah, tall shoe, platform type shoe. And I've been doing calf raises on those. So I'd say even the days where I don't get like a full workout, I would say I get at least 30 of those. Which, saying it out loud doesn't sound like a lot. If the goal is really maxed out. But yeah, maybe even you'll see where I missed days. I did at least 30 calf raises on that. Ew. I'm here sort of early, so like people are here too. And people are like, oh, what's up? Maybe, no, please. No offense, but just like, but yeah, finished up with patients pretty early today, so doing this, gonna run to the gym. Have the kids for soccer later tonight. So yeah, we're running through it still, you know. We've got 30, maybe that 32 or something. We're still going. Oh my God. I have a feeling that I'm gonna like the measurement today. What? We're done. That was 60. 2 more steps would be 90. Let me respond to some of these emails. We're at what, 75? Bro. Hey. We'll finish with the sets, or the reps rather. We're gonna go up to 90. Before that, fuck ice, fuck cancer. Trying week, trying times. Heads up, faces forward, right? We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving forward. Stay positive, good spirits. Things find a way of working themselves out. Everything will resolve. Tough for me, tough for us all. Many men weaker than you or I, you and I, have gone further and overcome much greater obstacles. So that's that is the lesson for the day. That is the theme. That is the thought that I will send you with. And yeah, I mean, we can shed tears, but what will that do for us? We gotta keep walking, keep working, keep building. Gotta stay strong. Shout out to everybody. Fighting a good fight. But yeah, I struggle with stress. I know, like I said, many men weaker than you and I have gone much further and overcome much greater. So we're on it. Last one around here. And we're gonna measure. I did all that talking, I didn't even measure yet. Can you see me? little long sleeve fit. Hopefully it's a little chilly out. I'm getting a lot of notifications. I'm trying to think. It said I got a chart to review. Be curious. Oh, I think I know what it would be. I updated somebody's plan of care yesterday, and it was sort of out of the blue, but they requested more visits. I figured, I wish I can get. I'm gonna move this. I figured, well, if there's self-pay, I should have said that as well. If there's no insurance involved, I figure I just tie up a document and we're good to go. We'll see if that's it or not. I believe it was 6 centimeters down from the tibial tube. Relatively thick portion, but not the thickest, I wouldn't say. I don't like it's fine though. Okay. Y'all are gonna like this. We got about 40, somewhere between 40 and 40.5. We can measure it again, just to say for certain. But yeah, I'm telling you, more in a little bit. I'll tell you what, let me see. And like I said, I feel like that spot is a little different every time. But what I'm trying to do is like the pointiest portion of that anterior knee, maybe near that tibial tube, maybe it's even more patellar tendon, but we're there. We go 6 down, we rotate, double up for accuracy, and it says 40. So I mean, you probably didn't see that. Shit, here you go. 40.